Scaling, recruitment and training, retailers. Let's have a look what top retailers are doing when it comes to scaling, recruitment and training. Here we have gathered the best practices that we have come across from different retailers. So this is not something that one company is using, but it's actually an aggregation of the best practices. Again, we're going to be using our framing that we have mentioned in the previous lectures. So when it comes to retaining current employees, retailers use a lot of interesting tactics. First of all, they mainly accept for entry-level positions. So if you want to become a manager in the store, you actually have to start by being a sales rep or working in the logistics. In this way, they also have people who understand well the company. They also offer high bonuses paid after the high season, and this means that a lot of employees have a huge incentive to stay longer with the firm. Linked to what we have mentioned about mainly accepting for entry-level position is the fact that they stress internal promotions. So if they are looking for a person to go to the head office or become a manager of the store or area manager, they will mainly pick somebody who was previously working in the stores or in the warehouses. The best retailers also have some sort of an internal academy for future managers. This obviously helps retain the current employees because you have an incentive to stay longer there because you know that they will invest in your education. And similar to that, they would on some occasions finance additional outside education like MBA or going for some sort of a specialized courses. Whereas when it comes to retailers, there is a huge turnover of people. Therefore, they've been very good in also training faster and more efficiently the newcomers. So first of all, you would usually have some sort of an internal training firm or training department, which would train the newly arriving people and also would help to standardize the level of service in the whole chain. Since a lot of people are scattered all over different cities, they've mastered providing simple supporting materials for the training process. So quite often they gave to sales reps short information, short instruction that can be used on the sales space inside the store. Since a lot of things that you will have to learn to operate properly the store have to be done in the store, they try to keep a balanced mix of new and experienced people. And we see more and more online training and mobile apps being used to train the people in the stores. When it comes to increasing the pool of potential candidates, they use some interesting solutions as well. So first of all, they pay the employees for referring potential candidates. Again, they hire a lot of minorities and offer part-time opportunities, for example, to students, moms which don't want to go back full-time, and people who have already retired. When it comes to head office function and back office function, they quite often create shared service centers in countries with cheaper labor or with more available labor. So you would have a lot of those shared service centers in Southern Asia or Eastern Europe. Obviously, they don't shy away from changes in technology. So we see more and more mobile apps being used to increase the productivity of people working in the store, but also a lot of them are being replaced by software and machines. The best example, obviously, is Amazon Go, where you don't actually need there too many employees. In this area, retailers have been devoting a lot of attention to acquiring two types of firms. So e-commerces, so they can become a true multi-channel, so combining retail offline world with the e-commerce world, and then also big data firms that help them make use of data they gather from the retail and online world. Retailers also use a lot of outsourcing. So here, obviously, they use temporary employment agencies and employee leasing, but also we see a lot of functions being outsourced. So maintenance, sometimes cleaning, and quite often transportation are being outsourced to third-party companies. So that's in short how the retailers are scaling their recruitment and training. As you can see, a lot of attention is devoted to retaining, training people, but also applying the technology not to need so many people. And in this way, to make it easier to scale recruitment and training.